Okay, so we're in Nevada desert in 2014, July 14th at about 9:30 UTC -7. Pacific Daylight Time means nothing, but I can approximate that within an hour, so this is going to be close enough. The point is, though, that the moon is on the other side of the globe model. Now on flat Earth, and what I think you're talking about, that's the celestial sphere. And this is how I believe it works. So let's turn on the azimuthal grid just so we can get an idea how far below it is. So 20 degrees to 0 degrees. So it's going to be about 20 degrees below our perspective is the term I'm going to use to describe this, because we're on a flat Earth. There's nothing actually on the other side. Now, let's put the ground back on. And let's switch over to scene 2. This is the model that I've been developing. So you see how the celestial sphere, that grid right there, matches what we're seeing in Stellarium, how the moon would be below that. And right now this date's not set, so ignore the sun and moon at the top of that. I'm just trying to show you the celestial sphere specifically. So let me go to Nevada, although that doesn't really matter. I just want to go there. And let me make sure I'm a little bit high up. So then now, if we look at what's happening, you see how it does become possible now for the moon and sun to be visible. So I haven't done too much research into how elevation affects the celestial sphere. All I know for sure is the 1 degree every 69 miles when you're on the ground. Now going up, I can see how it would make sense that when you go up, you're now able to see more within your celestial sphere. Let me see if I can actually adjust the location of the sun and moon. Can I do the moon? Yeah. So let's put the moon kind of down there, and can I do the declination? I think I can actually model exactly what I'm trying to show. Okay, this is going to be really cool. So let's go up to the observer, and you see now how that moon is below that line, just like how if we go back to Stellarium, see how the moon is beneath there. So what I'm assuming how it works is if we go up, we would then be able to see the moon, and ideally at whatever 73 miles, however, it would look exactly the same as how it looks here. So see that? This is what I think would happen. So the observer, it might not be that low, it might be realistically, let me adjust that a little bit, it might be kind of higher. But you'd be in your first person view. So let me go to the first person view. Where is my moon? Moon, 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 come out to play. Oh, there you are. Where are you? Yeah. So you see then how I can now see the moon from my perspective only because I was risen in elevation. Now, this feature I'm showing you is still under development. It doesn't work perfectly. My model is meant for observers on the ground. Like, where's the other guy here? It's meant for this. And I haven't really done too much research into what you're asking. But that is how I would understand it to work. And then let me just turn on the trace. So you see how perspective will cause the different observers to have their actual, because there's only one moon, but there's going to be potentially infinite apparent positions of it depending on where you're looking, and even depending on how your elevation is risen. So let me turn on the motion of everything so you can kind of see how that would work, and how being on the ground is very different from when you're potentially up in the sky. So that is how I think it would work. Over here, we see that it's just below, about 20 degrees below. So then as you get higher, it might even work the same as how the same constant, I don't know, 73 miles, you might have to times that by 60 and see whatever, but to get another 20 degrees of view, how high would you have to go? And it seems like the research by Dean Odle seems to show that pretty well. So that is how I would think this works.